Hello everyone, welcome back to Form of Therapy. This is the Culture Study. I'm the channel's video producer and your host. You can call me PD. If it's your first time here, welcome. The Culture Study is where we check out K-pop music videos and I give you my honest thoughts and reactions on them as both a video producer and as a lifelong K-pop fan and as a Korean American. Why are you here?
Hello, I'm Blair. I'm here because I'm very excited for this group. I know nothing. It's Do깨bi집 by xikers.
Yeah.
I have no information. I know nothing about this, but I'm excited anyway.
With a little bit of information, 도깨비집, 도깨비 is goblin. For those of you who watch the Gongyu K-drama, you should already know that. And 집 means house. So Tricky House is a bit of an alternative title, but xikers, the most interesting part about them is that they are under KQ Entertainment. So therefore they are ATEEZ's younger brother group. Yeah.
All right. That's all I needed to know. Thank you.
I'm very hyped for this. Obviously, I love ATEEZ. I love their music, and I don't know who like the main producer for xikers is. If it's still Eden like it is with ATEEZ, or if they have a different producer. I know that Hongjung has a credit either on the title track itself or somewhere on the album.
Ooh.
But we'll find out when we do a listening party. Which, speaking of, quick plug. If you enjoy our content, you can support us over on our Patreon. Please know that we don't make any money doing our reactions. All of these are copyright claimed, so all the money goes straight right back to the label. If you want to support the channel so we can keep doing reactions in the future and make them even bigger and better, please consider joining us on our Patreon. We're going to be doing some pre-debut reactions for xikers. A lot of our patrons have been requesting it. And we're also going to be doing a listening party for their debut album as well. So I really want to, just because they are under KQ Entertainment, that comes with a bit of a title now because of what ATEEZ has set as a standard.
They have set the standard for that whole company.
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to be giving that at least a look. So if you want to check that out with us, come join us over in May. I'm going to make that very clear. My schedule for this month is booked. May is going to be a pretty crazy month. We're diving in headfirst into Le Seraphim and 17 content. We're also doing some IVE content as well. So if you want to check that out, come join us in May. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily if you don't want to. How can they support us for free?
You can support us for free by just liking the video, subscribing if you feel like it, comment. It helps us out.
Yeah, just seriously, subscribe.
Maybe hit the bell. If you feel like it.
You don't need to do that because we will be releasing every Tuesday
we have a set time.
00 or midnight, I guess, global standard time. So stay tuned for our videos every Tuesdays. Same schedule on our Patreon. Now let's get into the video. This is 도깨비집, aka Tricky House by xikers. And this is your form of therapy. All right, let's go. They can't fool me this time. Oh yeah, English. There we go. And 4K. Oh, yes, baby.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. Technical difficulties fixed. Let's go. It has more of like an American subway feel rather than a Korean one.
Mm-hmm. A lot of groups are using subways and buses lately.
Okay. Opening line, this is definitely an ATEEZ brother group.
Yeah. Wow.
Whoa!
Oh, that's such an interesting set. Stretch pushing the subway car like that.
And then you can see the gears inside.
Yeah.
Whoa, what the? Oh, that's so interesting.
Whoa.
The way they incorporate the blue flames like indicate like spirits and like the goblins like spiritual forms and stuff. Oh wow. They're like haunting him.
Whoa.
Oh, it's lit.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh, they're saying you're gonna like it.
Whoa.
What? What the? What's gonna happen?
Where are we going? Oh my god!
Are they saying Shanti?
I don't know.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I couldn't even pay attention to vocals of any kind. I was
That is ATEEZ's brother group.
Oh,
all right.
absolutely.
I have never heard a group sound so similarly like another one of their label mates, yet sound so clearly different. I think that just goes to show you how well produced ATEEZ was as a group. They had a very hard, distinct sound. But what carries over, I think, from ATEEZ to xikers is a little bit of that sound, but also just in the style that they're produced. But what made ATEEZ stand out are their own individual members. And xikers, oh, I don't know any of their names. And the individual members are the ones that make this happen. Mm-hmm. The ones that make this work. First impressions. Hold on. I have to give it like at least a couple, a minute to hold back and make sure that what I'm about to say I'm not going to regret. Could you please go first? What did you think of this debut music video?
I'm kind of still in shock a little bit. That was like a lot. Like I said a minute ago, like I could not pay too much attention to the vocals. I was just so like mesmerized visually. And even that, I didn't get a full grasp of because it was just like so overwhelming. But it was incredible. Like the video was crazy. Like I know I didn't even catch everything. I'm going to need to like hear it, see it again. But I loved it. It was so, I love the vibe. I love how intense it is. And I love that it is like ATEEZ-esque, but they have their own edge.
Yes.
They definitely have an edge. They have their own lane.
Yes.
They're still quite different while still being similar.
What I also like is if we were to look at another similar situation of like a very highly anticipated brother group, like TXT to BTS, there was a very clear difference between those two groups, right? In the sound and their concept when they debuted. It's so interesting that they did not do that with xikers. They weren't like trying to, hey, they're different from ATs. We're differentiating them. That's not what they
didn't go the route of like, okay, just because
no, they're like, hey, these are our brothers. Fucking check them out. Is how it feels.
Yeah.
It feels very all within the family in that way. Okay.
Yeah, just like, oh, look at our little brother. Look at them go. But it's not like, look at them trying to be us.
Yeah.
It's not, there's not too much like overlap where it's like, this just sounds like ATs but younger. No, they have their own lane.
I'm glad I paused so that I could reform my thoughts. I think this is one of my personal favorite debuts of all time. Like, I've seen debuts that have been bigger and like have gone bigger. This is one of the best. But to me, on a personal level,
Is to say I can't believe I'm about to say this on YouTube?
I have not loved a boy group debut this hard. This excited. Like the feeling they give me, the excitement that they give me. I haven't felt this since like MCND's Ice Age.
Ooh.
That debut of like, oh fuck, I've never seen this before. Who are these absolutely insane kids? They are bursting with personality, or at least that is just what the video is doing. I will say the video, whoever directed this, like, this is a 12 out of 10 music video for a debut. I personally, I love it. I love it that much. The song, I would say, I would give it a solid 10 out of 10. Solid 10 out of 10. But the music video, for me, the concept, the directing, all of it, the journey that this music video takes you on is a hard 12 out of 10. I would be, I'd be remiss to say, I'm genuinely trying to think of another boy group that has captured my attention like this. This hard.
Yeah, I don't know either. Like, nothing immediately comes to mind that's on this level.
It feels like what they did to that guy in the music video happened to me.
Yeah, if they put you are that person. That is you.
I am that old boomer. I'm him. I'm him. And they took me on a trip, really. And the whole music video has a very like it's kind of like a we're gonna grab your hand and take you into this world type of thing. I feel like the usual concept of like, oh, we're gonna make you fall for us, that kind of concept, right? But they twist it of like, we're gonna go inside you and we're gonna haunt you. And the way they personified that with the spirits and being goblins, and the lyrics reflect that too. I think there's one part that says, so I don't know how goblins work I think it's actually goblins across all mythology, but in specifically Korean mythology, goblins carry bats called like 방망이, or is it 방망이? I forget, but they're like bats, but and they're like spiked, and they say like I think the line goes like, when we hit you with the bat, what are you gonna do? Like, or how does it feel, or something like that. I want to see this again, but I'm at a loss for words. I totally forgot. Like, I'm sorry, my brain is scrambled right now. I forgot what I was actually trying to say. So let's hold on. do you want to just listen to the song first? Like, I feel like the video was
It's so overwhelming.
Yeah, such a trip. Why don't we check out the song on its own as well?
Yeah.
Before we, let's do that after we do a second watch through of the video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So I can definitely see why they went for a much more New York subway type of look. It gives it that extra gritty feeling. I'm gonna be honest, I was like, why does he remind me of Wooyoung so much? His energy, his confidence is crazy. I can feel it. Their confidence is crazy.
Yeah, you can see it like oozing out of them.
And by the way, shout out to this actor.
Yeah, I was gonna say
such a phenomenal job. Like the concept for this is very, very, very comedic, and it's funny. It's really funny, and to make this funny product serious and overwhelming and cool. Ooh, that's a crazy balancing act. That one, the director that really had to balance, but this actor too, he like had to play it the exact right way, and
he pulled it off like perfectly.
Yeah, like for him, it's like completely serious. He looks like somebody who is actually haunted. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
And like his slow descent into madness.
The first thing that immediately distracted me was immediately their vocals, because it sounds like if we put this on spatial audio, it sounds like they're going to be coming at you from different, just like how they're, you know how they're behind him?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm wondering if
Interesting.
spatially it's going to be different.
Ooh, this rapper is nuts.
Great. Oh,
even that transition right there was phenomenal.
That was
he like
so
throws them
cool.
up. Okay, so let's go over this real quick. I mean, they come out the gate just throwing you off. So like right now, like one transition is leading into the other. He goes in there, someone else comes out. He tosses it from here to there. Oh, I love how it went. They went like this, and it goes past them into the next train car. Wow!
whoa.
Wow! That's
How,
really cool.
What? Is that just like him being pulled, like on a to make that work?
Yeah, most likely on a dolly. He was being pushed, and then they probably just stitched it together. So yeah, up to this part it's practical, and then yeah, it's just a cut. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's practical. You can tell it's practical based on how the lighting is constantly changing his face. That's why it looks so good. That's why it looks so
because
good.
it's actually what they're doing.
Yeah, it's real. So like the use of CG, even they limited very, very, very much. Like right now in the verses, they're only mainly using it to showcase that they are goblins, and like the blue spirits are like often associated in Korean mythologies as being like the spirit form or whatever. So that's why they have the blue light streaks and stuff. Okay, hold on.
Oh.
Now, this music video is so fucking awesome. Ooh, I love how the train splits open, like you pointed out earlier. But this part. Like right on the whoo. They drench the set in the blue. I think there's some accent lighting in red. That's nice. Yeah, they give some nice little accent lighting in red. So it's not just a like monotone blue. So there's still some sort. It looks more like a black light set rather than blue lighting, which is also what I like. It gives it like a kind of like a creepier aesthetic.
Yeah.
It's like a Halloween music video without being one. It definitely leans like way more into the Dokebi concept because of it. They play it so carefully where it feels slightly darker, but not straight up horror, you know?
Yeah.
It feels like they played that goblin mischievous concept really well.
They toed that line really well.
Ooh, and like even when he gets close to the camera, you can see the red light kind of overtake him, see? And then it goes, ooh, so it makes that like transition way more dramatic and way more.
It gives it way more impact. Yeah. Oh.
I feel like
their acting is crazy.
Who, the guy or them, right?
Them.
Yeah. This dude, he's got a nice smile. He's got a nice smile. He's playing this really well. Oh yeah, their acting is. Who is this?
They're
kid?
just like we're having so much fun.
Yeah, who is this?
We're a bunch of goblins. We're messing with you. We're having fun. Like.
And this move too. This is like something like, you know, it's kind of creepy if you think about it. Like the way, you know, that's where like there are like this could borderline just go straight into a horror music video, but it doesn't. They play that mischievous line so well. This is so interesting how he pulls out the mic.
Bounce, move like this. Now I got a plan like this. Oh, I like this. Gotta make it boom, make it boom, make it boom.
That is so clever. Like even showing the scenes of him in the cart, and so the blue spirits are them, but like it's basically like them performing is what he sees.
Yeah, nobody else sees it.
And from an outside perspective, that's what it'll look like. Just this dude like looking like he's drunk or out of it with these blue like trails following him. But we're getting to see why he's so mesmerized or why he's so
mesmerized by.
And that's why they're putting us into the shoes of this guy and we're experiencing what he's experiencing. It's a very like
we're all being haunted right now.
It's a very immersive haunting. Like they are making us feel the haunting ourselves. Mm-hmm. So like even like the camera work here, it seems like they're singing to the guy, but it's to you. What the?
Oh, I love that.
What?
How they came in like that?
Oh yeah.
How they like zapped them in.
Ooh, how did he?
How do they do that?
Oh, it's just on the turn. It's like he summons them almost. Interesting. Oh,
I love that they did the spin with them.
It's so interesting. So this scene right here where he's like destroying this ATM machine, which this is so well shot. It looks so simple, but it's so insanely shot. If you look at like even the perspective that they get. Like look at like the very strange. These are very like artistic film shots, like the framing of these shots. They're
it looks
really,
like
really
it's
well
like
done.
Curved in,
yeah,
and like that.
It's very warped. It's kind of what gives it that extra, again, dark horror type of feeling to the music. But it also
because it's also not real.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it gives you that like whoa. Like,
but it's definitely not real because
what's real and what's not.
This shot right here, he's like swinging into the air. Yeah, it's all in his head. Oh,
that was so cool. so interesting that this guy's like the main character in this
Yeah,
music
I
video.
know.
Like it's not them at all. It's this guy.
I know. And then it feels like he finally passes it off here. Now they're the main characters. What this feels like is like they almost like tricked or indoctrinated this guy to come drive this music video to make their set better and bring all this money. Look at all the money floating around. It's from the broken ATM. Right? It's like, I'm not saying that's like the story or anything. That's just the vibe. It's like it was all leading to this. We tricked you. We went into your mind. We pulled off an Inception level heist to get you to do this.
We used you for our own gain.
Yes,
Like,
to make this Ferrari basically, or whatever. I'm not rich enough to know what type of car that is. To do donuts around us. That's like what it comes down to, and like shower us in money. Like I love how it like very simple concepts here and there, and then like it just ties together at the end very neatly.
oh, even this visual is so cool
Wait a
looking.
minute. Do you see that?
What?
In the air? Oh. I think they're also like personifying like that they're And then this part, I think they're saying Shanti ya ya ya. I can't be quite sure, but it's so very, very psychedelic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's so
Especially the slow-mo.
yeah. It's so interesting how the main character, it looks like he goes from like being crazy to like being absolutely drunk. Like
Yeah.
he has moments of just like, yeah, I'm into it, and then
Yeah.
like, oh my god, like this is
I kind of use this word for Jesus flower, but this is the same word in a very different way. It's very intoxicating.
yeah.
And by the
but
end, he seems like he's drunk. You know?
like drunk or just like has absolutely lost his mind.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing left in here.
He's left in a complete stupor almost. Huh. And then brooms.
Is it brooms for amount of members?
I'm assuming so.
Seems
so
like it.
3, 3, 3, 10?
10.
So, did you notice during the whole crazy Ferrari scene, the white blankets in the background?
They're like ghosts.
Yeah, I think they're also like, I think this is how they're like, it's called Dokebi-jip, but I think they're kind of like personifying like goblins and ghosts a little together. Like, given if you see the logo here for Xikers, they look like a ghost, right? A little ghost.
Interesting.
And I think they might be combining like different lores, like just like the broom. You know, often witches are associated with brooms.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, why?
I feel like
brooms, but
they're not. I don't think their thing is like they're goblins, completely. You know what I mean? They're just like these. I would akin them to more like supernatural devils, supernatural mischiefs. You know, something along those lines, and they're borrowing from Dokebi's
They're like Loki.
ghosts, witches. Yeah,
they'll just kind of shift to whatever fits the like.
Well, you saying Loki is very interesting. Like if the character of Loki, not really the Marvel Tom Hiddleston version, but like the actual character of Loki, like was in a like made a K-pop group, or like if that was the concept, it would be this. Like just pure. It's not even chaos. It's like a pure mischievous nightmare. You know, and we've seen this concept before, but I think this is my favorite version of this concept.
I think they pulled it off the best.
The best, the cleanest, and I think the best assimilation into modern culture as well. Like making it more related to like and like the tie-in of like basically you are this old guy. Like this, like making it this older guy who like he looks like he's tired from work and stuff like that. That adds an extra layer of like kind of like, hey, we're gonna come like it doesn't matter what age you are, doesn't matter who you are. Once we're in your ears, we're
We're coming for you.
we're haunting you. You know, we're going to infect you, whatever it is. And I think that's very, very, it's such a very fun idea for them to do. The most replayed section. Ooh. Yeah, by the end, he's completely just given in. Mm-hmm. So he's just dancing. He's just dancing.
He's like, all right.
Yeah, and given like I love this portion right here.
This makes me very curious what their fandom name is going to be. Like what kind of sort of concept they're going for. Like what, you know? I don't know.
So yeah, because I guess that'll determine whether or not this is just a song concept or because ATEEZ debuted with a pirate concept and that's like kind of their thing, you know? And then they've kept it still within that lane and evolved it over the years. They're not technically pirates, but it's as if ATEEZ has never really changed their concept since debut. You know what I mean? It's been a consistent style. So that's a very interesting question. I do think that the fandom name, once we know it, it'll also help us determine whether or not this is going to be a permanent concept for them. This is also where I feel like maybe they're not completely goblins. You know what I mean?
That's kind of why I stuck with like Loki.
Yeah.
Like just mischief.
Yeah.
Just
just mischief.
Messing with you.
Yeah.
Because like definitely not. We're not talking Marvel. Like if anything, if we're talking about any sort of on-screen Loki, I was thinking more of like Supernatural when they portrayed Loki. But it was really, I think it was really like Gabriel or it was like this whole thing. But
you know, it's called Tricky House. And so that's also, if we look at the, I can see why there's a double title, even though you could just call this Goblin House in English. You could, but they want this to be called Tricky House for a reason. It's where they come and trick you.
Yeah, they're here to mess with you.
Yeah, they're here to mess with you. Well, they messed with me just fine. Wow, my goodness.
Whoa.
I definitely want to hear the audio only of this though.
Yeah.
The video is so well directed. It's a 12 out of 10. I actually cannot even give a good discerning score for the song. It is that distracting from the song.
It is that distracting. I can't.
But in the best way possible.
Yes.
Not in that like, oh, this video is distracting from the song. No. It is so well crafted and assimilated with the song. It's like, is this music video making this song feel way better? Or is this song just as good? I need to know.
Yeah, you just can't tell. We have to listen to it by itself.
Okay, I'm going off their official track list album release poster. Hongjung worked on every single song on this album.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he's credited, he has second top billing.
Oh.
Lead is Eden on everything, and Allender. Eden and Allender worked on a lot of ATEEZ's stuff. Buddy, Pepperoni, Olive, Maddox, they're frequent. Maddox is under KQ as well. Lee's as well. Yeah, Lee's and Allender usually work together on Dreamcatcher stuff. And so, lyrics by them as well. So, there's a reason why it has such a very distinct AT sound, but at the same time, they're able to draw that line really well. They are able to really give them their own identity because they have full control over it. Wow. Okay. Let's listen to just the music this time. Oh my god, he raps so fast, I can't read.
Yeah, I missed.
Oh man. This song, it feels like it moves a lot faster without the video, actually. That is such an 80s line.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Bounce, move like this. Now I got a plan like that. Oh, I like that. 여기 모여 gotta make it boom, make it boom, make it boom.
The lyrics just decided to stop
okay.
keeping up. Oh, there we go. I love the lyrics. This lyrics is basically just them singing about their house, their tricky house. Like we're like wake them up, boys. Like they're like singing to each other and singing to you at the same time.
And they walk that line really well of like it's almost like they're talk singing, but
Talk,
it's still
singing, rapping.
Yeah, and it's so casual sounding, but it's still so It's still so calculated.
Oh wow, this is a long instrumental bridge.
Yeah, the video doesn't let you realize how long this is.
I think that speaks a lot to also how fantastic this music video actually is. Mm-hmm. To the song as well. This song feels so weirdly psychedelic, where I think by like the last, before we got to like that big instrumental break, I'm like, how are we already here in the song? Like, how is this song nearly already over? And then the whole instrumental break and the shanty felt like the longest thing ever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It felt so long this time around.
Yeah, it was like, how are they doing that? But it also speaks to the video itself on like, it really takes you down this crazy trip where like, you're so spiraled, like, it's just, like, it passes by.
Like they
nothing.
really are haunting you and taking you, they are tripping you out.
You don't even see how fast the runtime is going. Like, that is that extra level of, you can't just do that with the music. That is where because if you can do that with the music, well, what makes the idol special, right? Because, you know, Eden, Hongjung, Alder, Buddy, all of them, they produced this song. So what is that idol element? It's them as performers. Them as performers and the way they dance and the way you become immersed in their performance. This song goes by even faster. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying, just because this bridge part feels slower in the music is not actually a bad thing. It actually makes me go, whoa, it feels like I'm actually being even more and more sucked in. I'm like,
yeah, they're like, that bridge is like, they're casting a spell on you.
Yes,
like they're
yes. And it like so
when
I say like
you longer, they're just
yes. When,
stay with us.
Yes. That's
Stay
exactly
here.
it. I'm worried to listen to this song in public. like I feel like I will get into an accident. Like
you just won't be paying attention. It's so
It, I feel like my mind starts to, like the dude in the video, it starts going like.
Yeah, there was a moment in time where like I closed my eyes to try and listen, but all I was doing, like I realized I just started like zoning out, and I was like, whoa, can't be doing that right now. Like,
what's interesting about this part, this bridge, it feels like you're falling. Like as in like you're finally like it's the descent into madness, basically.
Oh yeah.
And the way they like drag this out right here, it feels like they're setting up the ritual to cast the spell. Still building. not even setting up the ritual. It's like this is them casting the spell. And then by the shanti part is when you're completely drunk. And when you're completely mesmerized by them.
Yeah.
Like this is like that, like I've lost myself. Like I'm like it, as he is in the music video, right? And so because you have a visual representation of that in the music video, it's a lot more faster to digest. But when you are just listening to it, you are actually experiencing what that guy is experiencing. It's making you go crazy.
You don't have any of the visual distractions. You only have the like hypnotic music directly going into your ears, and you're like, oh.
But then by doing that, you are actually experiencing the music video a lot more. Like it's more blindsiding to listen to just the audio. Because there's nothing to guide you.
You understand what the guy is going through in the music video.
You're lot like, more
I
listening
get
to
it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
I understand.
I too am drunk.
Yeah.
With that in mind, what would you rate this debut? How about let's give it a score for song and video. What do you give it?
Video, I'm also going to give it a 12 like you did.
Oh, okay. Whoa.
I loved it. I loved the story. I loved everything about it.
Yeah, boy.
The song, I'm going to give it a 10. My only thing is, I didn't get to hear much of their
anybody like in
this was, and this is what I'm not mad about. This was purely like performance, to see their acting, to see their dancing, their performance, their rap. Really, there wasn't a whole lot of flourish, but I'm not mad about it.
But nothing is bad.
No.
And nothing is lacking. No. Nothing is disappointing in that department. If anything, because they withhold that, it's just more of an incentive to listen to the album.
Exactly.
I was like,
it's like, what else do you have?
I think I said at the top of this video, if I like this, I'll do a listening. I'm doing a listening party.
It's happening.
Yeah, like that's how you advertise a fucking album. That is how you advertise an album. So,
I think they purposely didn't give us everything we would have wanted in this to be like, you'll come back. They've hypnotized us. We're coming back. We're doing a listening party. Like,
that's interesting. So you give the music video a 12 out of 10. You liked it that much?
I really liked it.
So then overall, what aspect of it?
I think just the story. It's so different. And I like that it wasn't, it's interesting how it wasn't them as like the main characters. It was the guy that they weren't. Yeah, they were and they weren't. Like they were the masterminds behind the video, but they weren't the main.
I kind of have a comparison. It's like, I was going to make this comparison, but I'm like, I don't know his name. Oh, wait a minute. I was going to say, who's the shirtless dude in Aladdin? Aladdin! It's like the dude in the suit is Aladdin, and they're all the genie. You know how the you know how the genie has his song? Like what was the genie's song?
Friend Like Me.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
It's not the Prince Ali.
I mean, that's not about the genie though.
Okay. I haven't seen it since the 90s. But
yeah.
It has that feeling.
Oh, it totally is.
It's like they're all the genie, but like
but like more sinister, more mischievous.
I wouldn't say
not quite sinister.
Sinister, because they don't make him do anything bad technically.
I'm just thinking of like their face of like,
like but I would say it's more mischief.
Yeah.
It's a mischievous genie concept. That's not what I'm saying it is, but I think the closest thing I can relate this to is like it's like Aladdin.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Aladdin, and the magic lamp are the headphones, basically.
Yep.
Yeah. Except, and the extra mischievous part is he didn't put on those headphones.
Nope.
It's like if the genie's lamp came up to Aladdin and went into his arm and started rubbing itself on his hands. You know what I mean? They're like, activate me. You know? That is incredible. That is incredible.
Wow.
I just recently gave this score to a debut. Music video wise, I don't know if I gave it to the whole comeback. This one definitely deserves it for the whole comeback. I personally think the song is very, very enchanting. It really feels like a spell. I was completely mesmerized by House of Tricky, or Tricky House. I was reading the album. Song's a 12 out of 10 for for me. This music video is a 12 out of 10 for me. This music video is beyond my expectations of what I would want from ATEEZ's brother group. It is something I always want is, can you set yourself apart from, the group that you are inevitably going to be compared to, or that brings you an initial amount of fame? We cannot deny the fact that a lot of people who are checking out xikers, if not most of them, are checking them out because of ATEEZ. And the reputation that ATEEZ brought. And I think they were very much aware of that. And so they gave us something familiar in that regard, but also made it so very completely them. Gave them a concept that is so very different than anything I've seen on the K-pop scene. And that is something to say, given the fact that ATEEZ actually exists. This is so different from ATEEZ and anything they've done. And yet at the same time, it is so very clearly like ATEEZ.
It's in the same umbrella of...
Yes, ATEEZ had to like walk so that they could like triple jump, like
sprint, fly, something.
Like they're doing all the things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're doing the gymnastics over here. Like.
It's a 12 out of 10 debut for me. It's not... So when I say a 12 out of 10, just to give a proper explanation, 10 is like, that was perfect. You did everything you were supposed to do. This is as like good as you can make it. 11 was, you went above and beyond. 12 is like, you're all crazy. You're all crazy. You're all insane. And so that's my score.
Yep, that about sums it up.
Eden, Hongjung, all of you guys, you're insane. And I just heard only one song. I saw only one group music video. I haven't even seen the pre-debut shit. This is insane. It's
actually crazy.
This is insane. I'm so excited to check out the pre-debut stuff because initially I was gonna watch the pre-debut stuff and then check this out. But some of my patrons were like, actually, it would be interesting if you saw, because the music video had come out. They were like, actually, it would be interesting if you checked out the music video first and then checked out their pre-debut stuff. And I was like, okay. Like, I mean, I like providing, I guess, because that's how most of the world will have experienced it, right? Seeing the pre-debut content and then seeing the video. Mm-hmm. And ultimately, people just want to see my reaction for the pre-debut content anyways, and for the video anyways. If I reverse the order a little bit, it might actually provide a more interesting or perhaps an even more insightful reaction. And whoo, what a first reaction. My goodness. Mm-hmm. Guys, thank you for joining us. This is a 47-minute reaction to a boy group debut. You can tell we loved it. How much did you love it? We both gave it a hard 12 out of 10 for the music video. She gave it a 10 out of 10 for the song. How would you rate the overall group debut?
Overall, I'll meet in the middle. That overall, it's an 11 out of 10.
It's an above and beyond debut.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. For me, though, it is not just an above and beyond. For me, I truly think, you're all crazy. You're all crazy. Eden, I love you. You crazy, crazy, crazy man. Hongjung, you crazy, crazy, crazy man. Everyone listening, Maddox, all of you, you're all crazy. You're all crazy. And that's based off one song. I cannot wait to hear the rest of the album. If you want to check that out with us, my God, I cannot promote my Patreon harder than in this moment right now. My God, if I could make this listening party for free and put it on YouTube, I would.
But we can't.
I don't know. I'll look into that. I will.
We will find a way if that's what.
Talk to KQ. I will talk to KQ and like, it really depends on how good this album is, but I really, really am so excited. If you guys want to check out that listening party, I will definitely check it out in May. Join us on our Patreon. We're going to be checking out the pre-debut content as well, so that's going to be a fun time. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily. That's completely okay. I completely understand if you can't or don't want to. If you want to support the channel for free, you could always just like the video down below. You could, of course, subscribe as well. We're going to have a button for you somewhere on screen. I'm going to move over here like this and get rid of this. But you can go ahead and subscribe to us over here. Watch some of our other videos over here. And yeah, stay tuned for that listening party because holy shit, it's going to be wild. I can already tell. Bye.